Welcome to the channel. This is Michael with Copier Nerds. If you're with a copier reseller agency and you need some assistance with analyst support or training, reach out to us at copiernerds.com. This video was requested by a reseller who is looking for a scan to network solution and his customer has laptops and no server. DHCP on the laptops makes it difficult to reliably use the laptops as a scan to network share destination, and auto updates on Windows 10 and 11 tend to break SMB too frequently for his customers. So we're going to install Linux Mint 21.1 with Webmin to set up a Samba server that can be installed on lightweight hardware and should work without hiccups for his customers' needs. I've already created a bootable ISO and we're going to walk quickly through the installation process. Double-click or right-click to open the installer. From here, it's a lot of continues and OKs to get you through the installer process. We're going to be formatting the entire hard drive, and then choose your time zone. Go ahead and set up your user account. And remember your password because we're going to need it a couple times in the future. I'm speeding through this install, but once it's complete and restarted, go ahead and check for updates and apply them. Now that Linux Mint is installed and updated, let's go ahead and open up a web browser. We're going to be looking for Webmin, W-E-B-M-I-N. Let's go ahead and choose download. And for Linux Mint or Ubuntu, we're going to go ahead and download the deb file. I'm going to go ahead and right click on the downloaded file, then choose show in folder so we can right click it and install. Go ahead and type in your admin password. Hit continue if you need any dependencies. Here it's showing us to log into Webmin, we need to use localhost port 10,000. So I'm copying that and we're going to paste it into a web browser. Since I'm already in File Explorer, I'm going to go ahead into Home and create our scan folder that we're going to share. Now let's go ahead and paste in the URL, or go ahead and just type in localhost port 10,000. We're going to go to Advanced because we don't have a signed SSL certificate. Let's go ahead and put in our admin or our user account and password that we set up when we installed Linux. Now we're logged into Webmin. Let's go ahead in the top left-hand corner and search up Samba. Choose Install Now. It's actually going to be checking for the dependencies. Once it's found, in this instance 17 dependencies that are needed, then the blue Install Now button is going to be highlighted. Go ahead and hit Install Now. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up for sake of time, but it took about 30 seconds. From here we can choose the button that says Return to Samba Windows File Share, which takes us to the Samba interface. Okay, I'm going to go back out real quick so that you can see how to get back in here when and if you ever need to. So go back to the top and type in Samba again. This time it takes you directly into the Samba configuration portal. First things first, I'm going to choose Select All and delete all the shares that are already there. We don't need them. Samba user accounts do not rely on Linux's built-in native user accounts. So you need to go down to Convert User, then pick your user account you want to use, and then set the password. Then choose Convert User to save. We do not need to save the password in the web browser. choose to go back to Samba share list. Now we're going to create a new file share. Let's give it a name like scans, and let's pick a directory. We're going to choose home, then copier nerds, and then the scans folder that we created a little bit ago, and then choose select. Choose create to save it. Let's select the scan share we just created, then choose security and access control, and we need to choose yes for writable and hit save. And return to share list. The one final setting we need to set up is in Windows networking. Under server name, I'm going to set SMB as the name. Save that, and then we're going to scroll down and restart Samba to allow all the effects to be taken. Now we're going to remote into a copier, and this one it's a Xerox VersaLink C7020. While the interface is coming up, let's go ahead and open up our share folder that we just set up under scans. That way we can watch the process as we're doing a test scan. I'm going to go ahead and log in as the admin. Now I'm going to the address book. I have a test user, and we're going to go ahead and change the SMB scan settings. Before I do that, we need to know what the IP address of this device is. So let's go to network settings, and you can see, boom, real quick, there's the IP address. Let's go ahead and change that. So we're using IP address 10.0.2.46. We're using 445 as our port, and scans was the name of the share that we set up. Copier Nerds was my user account that I used, and I'm going ahead and typing in the password now. Choose OK to save. Again, OK again. Now we're going to pull up the web interface and send a test scan. From the home screen, we'll go down and choose Remote Control Panel and request a session. From the Remote Control Panel, we're going to choose Scan To, choose Contacts, pick our test user, and choose the SMB server. Then choose Scan. Of course, there's no paper on the document feeder, so we're going to choose a paper size so the glass can scan. Choose Done. And you can see on the left-hand side that that PDF is already scanned and put the file in the scan folder as we expected it to. Thanks for hanging around to the end of the video. I hope you learned something new. If you have a copier issue or would like to request a helpful video tutorial, please reach out to us at copiernerds.com.